Hey, beautiful shining stars. So I wanted to. I'm sorry, my live is the camera from my computer, and it's a bit whatever. So I wanted to create just a short little live because I never did my predictions. Usually I try to do them in December, but you know we get busy, right? So I wanted to just create this video sharing with you cosmic predictions of what spirit wants to share with us for 2024. And I love this. This is actually my daughter's. It's Lucy Cavendish, Oracles of the Hidden Worlds. And I love this deck. So let's see what Spirit shares with us. Oh. So I'm going to share with you what I see in the cards and what Spirit shares with me. And then I'll read because the cards have like little affirmations and such. So the first card we got is the Mother Awakens, Compassion, Nurture, Guidance. So that's the first card. So from looking at this card, the Mother Awakens signifies to me that our spiritual world, Gaia, is really coming in tune. And I've been talking about this for a long time. I've always said if we don't change, the world is going to change us. If we don't shift, the world is going to shift us. If we don't take care of our mother's going to take care of it, right? So the Mother Awakens, and it talks about compassion and nurturing and guidance, shares with me that if this year you follow your intuition, like if you listen to that beautiful energy that tells you, try this out, work on this, you'll be okay. It's going to guide you in the right direction. It's going to open up doors for you. Working with compassion. So if you are the type of person that cuts people off and it's mean and it's a bully and you're just not nice, this is not going to be a great year for you. But if you work with compassion, if you have courtesy, if you're nurturing, if you're understanding, if you come to a compromise, this year is going to work on your behalf. And that's also sharing with me that if you even going through the hardness of 2021 to 2023, if you have stayed focused in the love energy and staying in the frequency of I'm going to help you, I don't have any money but I'm going to help you, or I'm going to give you my time, or I'm going to give you whatever, being compassionate, coming outside of yourself, just helping others in a very loving manner, you're also like almost like the spirit of the mother is going to take care of you. Now, I feel like 2023 was very karmically aligned. It helped us see our own karmas. Everybody was really in the face with karma in 2023. It helped us see the patterns, things that don't fit, things that we need to change. So there was a lot of hardship, a lot of heartbreak, relationships that came to an end, divorces, job loss, home loss. So it's just like a lot of loss. And then that puts you in a slump because you think like, well, why me? Or, why hasn't it happened? Or why am I not in the place where I want to be? And it's the energy just is so we can make the changes that we need to make in order to be on the right path and the right journey that's going to expand us and help us grow. So also this card is talking about compassion towards yourself, nurturing towards yourself, focusing on that inner GPS that shares with you, you should try this. You should take that class. You should eat these foods. Just, really shifting your own self in alignment to what it is that you intend and desire and get out of that what was. Because sometimes we get so attached to the way of life that we do not realize that there's something better for us. Or sometimes we're wanting certain things. And in order for those things to come into our lives, we have to get rid of what no longer serves us. And we're like, well, I want a promotion, but then you don't do anything to make those changes and then you get fired. And that's a way of almost like our mother pushing us through these shifts and changes so we could be like, oh shit, I got to, take, and now I got to go looking for a job. I said I wanted it. I didn't do anything towards it. Now this happened, so now I have no choice. So it's almost like 2023 gave us a lot of no choice scenarios, you know. So you have to ask yourself, what is important to you? And how are you going to nurture yourself in 2024 to receive the things that you intend and desire? And now when I go into the oracle and I listen to the mother, she states, this, you are worthy of this compassionate mother love. Let her heal all mother wounds and show you how precious you are. So I love that because it says you're being given the opportunity to feel the pure love and compassion of the mother through the connection of her heart through the rainbow. The rainbow energy is profound. And I love that because think about the rainbow was the divine's promise to us that after storms, after chaos, there's always a silver lining. And that's why the rainbow is so prominent in indicating that there's something better, that you're not alone, that there's a silver lining, right? The rainbow energy is profound. It speaks of hope and healing through each of energetic centers within our body. The 7 rays of light, we all need to become our best selves in the sense that you're being chosen by the mother at this time to awaken to her and to your own capacity to open the door that lies between the worlds. And I feel like that's also a great indicator of what's going on in 2024. The veil is very thin. We are in between worlds. The spiritual world and the physical 3D world is very almost like a thread from connecting. And then that's why we're seeing aliens and, because now even regular folks that didn't have the sight, they weren't sensitives, are able to see beings and stuff. And they're like, oh my God, aliens. They've always been here. It's just that now as the veil is very thin, you're able to see them. So it's causing friction and chaos. Before, the ones that would see and work with them are just the elites and the governments and certain people that, very secretive, because humans are very afraid of what they don't understand. I am still very like, whoa, when I talk to people and they feel like this vast universe, millions of planets, universes after universes, and they swear that they're the only beings that live here. And I think it's like, okay. Anywho, so the veil is at a click away. So of course it's easier for us when we're trying to manifest. And that's why I love that I'm doing certain classes and courses, and I love the participants. I just came from a Zoom, and it felt so good listening to my participants' manifestations. It felt so good listening to their happiness, their giddiness, their excitement, because especially that some of them have came such a long way from what was, and they're like, holy shit, and I tell them, I'm very honest with them. I'm human. I go through stuff. They know, they laugh with me when I tell them certain things. I have my meltdowns. I have my bitchy moments. And just realizing that we're capable of so much and we can manifest so much feels good. So when I create these classes and courses to help you grow and prosper and have abundance and have love and have health and have vitality and just all the good things, because our scripting classes are scripting our lifestyle class. The language of money class is creating an abundant lifestyle through having enough money to take care of everything that you intend and desire. It just feels damn good when you guys tell me, oh my God, Daisy, this happened. So this is what the Mother Awakens is showing us, is that tap into what you are called to tap into. It could be a class, it could be a mentor, it could be a new job, it could be a new home, it could be moving, it could be a whole other relationship. But tapping into that vibration that creates the changes while taking care of yourself, while healing, while tapping into, like this says, the rainbow energy, aligning with the 7 chakras, the main 7 chakras, because I'm also creating something new that I found. I've tapped into different chakras just in our body, main chakras that go beyond the 7. So it's like really, really crazy realizing all of this magic in our lives. And then we go into Tree of Souls, Collective Wisdom, Kingship Group Library. And I love this one too. So this one indicates like the energy of the Tree of Life. So just as I explained to you that the veil is very thin, this is a great time for you to connect with your ancestors, especially when you're trying to manifest, things that maybe you feel like it just hasn't happened for me and I'm alone. Knowing that you're not alone, that you have your ancestors around you, and you just need to connect with the tree of life of your ancestors. This could be your grandmother. This could be, an old sibling that, maybe passed when they were a child, knowing that that soul is at a higher level, and just really, really connecting with that. And then you get the butterflies. So that indicates transformation. So 2024 is a year of massive transformation, spiritually, mentally, physically, but more often than that is going to be spiritually, because you're cosmically, you've come a long way and you've worked on so much shadow work, so much manifesting. Just you've done so much. And now here's a Tree of Souls saying this is a major transformational year. Everything that you have been working on for so long is coming into fruition. Now, I love the card it tells you. It says the hidden worlds we have placed and beings who are literally the storehouses of the wisdom of the ages. The Akashic libraries do not always appear as books of light, although this is one of their forms. So too are the whales and their song. And it's super crazy that it says that. One of the in the introductory of the language of money class, where you are more, it's the introduction I'm gifting to you, just so you can get a taste of what the class entails, because I know the price is very big. So this is a way for you to get a taste of what is being shown. And one of the things that I talk about is the language between the whales and how they communicate, which sometimes is miles away from each other. And I don't know if you've ever listened. We're lucky that technology is so advanced that you're able to hear the songs of the whales. I don't know about you, but I have been moved to tears and just chills and love, because it's so like heavenly, so celestial to listen to these beautiful beings. These tree says, so too are the whales in their song, which also holds parts of the great wisdom necessary for the universe to continue. So here they're talking about the whales song. It's almost like everything is a community. Everything is connected. We're a tribe. Like, I always tell people, watch Pandora, see Yahweh, and how, you know, that beautiful energy of the tree connects to the roots, connects the land, connects the animals, connects the people. We're all super connected. The controllers have tried to disconnect us, keep us, away from each other. But the truth is that even by us walking and speaking, we are still in tune and connected. And they have tried to cause chaos and friction by putting fear. And what are we doing? We don't watch the news. We don't give in to that energy anymore. So it says here, this tree is but one of those places, and perhaps it is yours. The tree, when you meditate upon, when connected with in true senses, can offer to you the wisdom of your soul kingship group, knowledge, ancestral knowledge. Yes, but there's a collective wisdom, a soul group of which you are a part through connecting with this tree. One of the things that I do is when I go on my nature walks, I always connect with the trees. I put a video up of my nature walk, and I even said I share pictures, which I have on my scripting journal, my vision scripting journal, because I take the pictures and I add them as, like a vision board. And one of the things I did was add the trees that I connect with, because you got to think about, you're breathing the oxygen that the trees have cleansed and cleared for you, and you are giving the carbon monoxide, and the trees live off the carbon monoxide, pass it through their system, and transmute it back out into oxygen. So we have this beautiful community of energy. So it's beautiful. The illumination says, I belong to the universe, and I am part of a great collective of souls who help and nurture each other throughout lifetimes. So here are already two cards that talk about the collective, the 2024 energy of the veil feeling so thin that you could tap into its vibration and connect to your ancestors and connect to any spiritual guides. I'm always connecting to different ascended masters that help teach me and guide me And the reason that they help me create such amazing classes, that everyone that takes my class manifests. Everyone. And you might say, okay, Daisy, but you don't have a lot of participants. And that's fine. But everyone that takes my class manifests. They create something, sometimes it's not very big, but some, you know, a lot of them will go back and repeat and do, and then they go into the next level, because everything is when you're ready, when you feel that you deserve and you're open to the receiving, is when it happens for you. So it's, I will always teach my participants and my clients is, okay, you've manifested this much and it might not feel a lot, but look at how far you've come. And they're like, holy shit, I never saw it that way. So then they redo, and then it grows and it gets bigger and it gets better. And then I have some that are just like advanced because they soak it all in, and then they just create these crazy outcomes that even blows me away. And the next card is Temple of Dreams. I don't know about you guys, but I have been having some really crazy dreams. It's a great time for you to do dream definitions, dream readings, so you have um, masters that know how to define dreams and interpret them, because through those dreams you're receiving messages that are going to guide you. They're going to share with you insights into your life. Now here's the Temple of Dreams, the sacred dreams, prophecies, dream journeys. So I love that. So I feel like overall 2024 is such a spiritual year for you to really tap into your life, what you want, um, create the changes that you want to create. And what happens when you take care of yourself and you create these changes is that as a community, as a collective, you being positive, you're emanating that energy, and that's going everywhere. Because think about when you go to a place that's super positive, you receive that energy. It just feels good. So you being positive, you're emanating that energy and you're sharing that with other people. One of the things that I shared today in my Zoom class with my participants was, sometimes I will script randomly for strangers, people on the street. Like I'll see, a homeless person with their children, and I will script right there and there for them, and they don't know. They don't know I'm doing that for them. So I'm just connecting with that collective energy to bless them. Sorry, I have the windows open, so the door closed. There are holy places in the hidden worlds where dreams are created, libraries where dreams that are necessary to be dreamt are stored. They are written in codes of light. I love that. You got to get this. It's amazing. Woven into the energy field, then sent through portals and vortices into the world of the humans and delivered to the beings who are most open to receiving them. Now, having dreams, sometimes we forget. We're always dreaming. We're always leaving our physical and going into the spiritual. These are ways for us to expand, to grow spiritually, to visit other worlds. I've had some amazing dreams that I write about because they're just like surreal to me. And just seeing that we're so capable of doing so much magic in our dreams is just awesome. So what you want to do if you're not dreaming is maybe have amethyst or clear quartz or rose quartz underneath your pillow. I would recommend like puff hearts or just tumble stones. You could do a combination. The best way to get crystals is going to a crystal shop and just walking through and seeing what crystals call to you. I feel like always that is the best way to hands-on, connect with crystals, placing them under your pillow or pulling them next to your bed if it becomes too much, to really acknowledge, understand what is being shared with you, and then maybe getting a dream interpretation or simply Googling. Like Google today is crazy. Like you get so much insight. Sometimes you don't have to, overdo it. In dreams, your creative ideas are also blessed and shown to you. Let's per se, I ask, well, spirit, what's my next? I did this, I did that. I'm ready for the next. What's next for me? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to grow? And I do this sometimes for my classes. Sometimes I'm like, I'll freak out because maybe I don't have enough to share with my participants. But I always know, like I'm at a state that I know the spirit is always going to share, always got my back. Like they synchronize the classes, the energies, the vibration, just like the language of money class had to be pushed and starts in the the New Year's dragon, it was like, how the fuck? Like, it was like crazy. It's just nuts the way Spirit says. So the illumination is dreaming is my spirit's study. The visions I receive are the texts my soul has taken from the libraries of the hidden worlds. Here's another thing. Just because you don't remember a dream, and I used to beat myself up for that. I was like, oh, I don't remember. How am I going to learn? Just because you don't remember doesn't mean that your subconscious, that your higher self didn't take that energy and it is incorporating it in your life. It's using it for you to grow, to expand, or for your creative endeavors. Of course, I like to remember because I like to be able to write it down. And even sometimes when I write them down, I'll forget about them until I come back weeks and months later and be like, oh my God, I had that dream. I'm seeing that right now. So this is why journaling is such a powerful way for you to really expand, whatever it is that you're trying to do in your life. Keeping a record. Think about the Akashic records. What are the Akashic records? The Akashic records are like your journal of your lifetimes, of the things that you could have that maybe you didn't tap into. It's your past, your present, your future, forever. That's your Akashic records. So you having a journal, physical journal in the physical form is a way for you to recognize patterns, like problems that come again in your life. So when the problem comes back, you're able to seize it, find a solution because you already been through this. You already know how it goes. A perfect example is how many times do you hear like super, super rich people that have lost all their money and then made it all back? It's because it has been like a pattern for them. But they're so good at tapping into the vibration of manifesting that large sum, seeing the solution, seeing the investment, seeing what they have to do, that they don't have to worry. Okay, all right, I lost whatever amount of money. No problem, I got it back. But then you'll have people that'll happen to them. Think about 2007, how many people committed suicide because, of the crash on Wall Street, and they couldn't handle it because they lost millions of dollars. So they killed themselves. So it's like very different for a person that recognizes the patterns and is able to tap into the solution because they already been through that, than somebody that can't handle it and just like they just see no solution. So then they do something drastic. And we don't understand that as infinite beings, we're always going to coexist and have to create even in different planes. But that's for a whole other thing. Also, I hope this, I didn't want to keep this too long. I will be sharing, my goal is to share monthly predictions for you to tap into what's coming and what energies we're witnessing in 2024. But overall, from Spirit, from what they showed me, this is a year of balance. This is a year of self-love and self-growth. So it's a year that you're going to nurture yourself, take care of yourself, and become selfish. And I know sometimes that sounds like, oh my God, because as a giver, as someone is always giving and taking care of everyone, it's hard for us to be selfish. But being selfish, and I know it sounds horrible, but it's just a way for you to take care of yourself, put yourself first. Because if you are in a good place, if you're in a happy place, if you're in a place that you're abundant and prosperous and healthy and wealthy and filled with love and joy, and peace and tranquility, then you're able to do so much more. Then you're able to give so much more. And then it feels good and it's different. So put yourself in that way. If you are doing really good, you're able to take care of your children or neighbors or parents or whatever it is. So see it as a positive and not a negative. I will send you love and blessings. Namaste.